On Earth 65, Gwen Stacy's life is a delicate balancing act, one that constantly teeters on the edge of secrecy and responsibility. As the city's newest and most mysterious vigilante, Spider-Woman, Gwen's existence is fraught with tension. To the world, she's a murderer. A tragedy occurred when her boyfriend, Peter Parker, was killed during an alien attack, and Gwen was seen leaving the scene of the crime, bloodied and broken. The police believe her to be the killer. Among those chasing her is her own father, Captain George Stacy, Shea Wiggum, who remains unaware of his daughter's dual identity. Torn between his duties as a cop and his love for his daughter, George remains in the dark about the truth, while Gwen is forced to carry the weight of his distrust. One night, Gwen faces an unexpected enemy, a version of the Vulture, Joma Takone, from an alternate universe, one that seems as out of place as he is dangerous. The Vulture, a relic of an Italian Renaissance-themed world, appears completely disoriented, having no knowledge of how he arrived in Gwen's universe. With no understanding of the multiverse, he seems to be more a victim of cosmic chaos than a villain. But Gwen, ever the hero, steps up to confront the threat, only to find herself outmatched. Just as the situation looks grim, help arrives in the form of two fellow Spider people, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, Oscar Isaac, and Jess Drew, Spider-Woman of Earth 332, Isare. The chaos doesn't end there. Gwen's father, Captain Stacy, arrives on the scene, cornering her in a tense confrontation. Desperate and filled with emotion, Gwen makes a choice. She reveals her true identity to him. The moment is charged with pain and heartbreak as George processes the truth about his daughter's secret life. Distraught and unable to come to terms with what Gwen has become, George attempts to arrest her, his heart torn between his role as a police officer and his love as a father. Reluctantly, Miguel allows Gwen to escape, offering her a chance to join the Spider Society, as Gwen must now leave her father behind. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn on Earth 1610, Miles Morales continues to grapple with the realities of his life as Spider-Man. Despite the enormous responsibility that comes with his powers, Miles is still a teenager, struggling with the weight of secrets and the complexities of his identity. The city buzzes with a sense of uncertainty, especially after the Collider's catastrophic explosion. The incident not only led to Miles' transformation, but also to the creation of a new and terrifying foe. The Parikai Spot Anti, a former Alchemax scientist named Jonathan Owen, Jason Schwartzman, whose body was irrevocably altered during the blast. Infused with portal-generating abilities, the Spot can now travel through space and time at will, creating rifts between dimensions. With each portal he opens, he grows more powerful, but his mind is consumed with bitterness and rage. He blames Miles for his transformation, holding the young hero responsible for his current state. Gwen, ever vigilant, tracks the Spot's movements through the multiverse, hoping to stop him before he wreaks more havoc. Her search leads her back to Earth 1610. While tracking the Spot to his hideout on Earth 1610, Gwen uncovers a troubling truth. The Spot has stolen the Collider of this dimension, further amplifying his powers. With the Collider, he can now open portals at will, threatening to destabilize the fabric of reality itself. Gwen and Jess follow the Spot to Earth. During the confrontation, Miles secretly follows them through a portal, determined to help. On Earth 50101, they team up with Paviter Prabhakar and Hobie Brown to stop the Spot, who has absorbed the energy of that world's collider. In a twist of fate, the Spot and Miles share a vision of the future, one that reveals the tragic deaths of both Inspector Singh's Pika and Miles' father, Jeff Hinka. The Spot then escapes, causing the collider to collapse, setting off a chain reaction that threatens the entire world. Miles, driven by a desire to save those he loves, rushes to save Singh, but the destruction is too great, arrives to contain the damage, stabilizing the affected universe just in time. As the debris settles, the trio, Miles, Gwen, and Hobie, are transported to the Spider Society's headquarters on Earth 928, a massive compound where hundreds of spider people are stationed. This world's native Spider-Man, Miguel O'Hara, Oscar Isaac, is the leader of the society. The headquarters is a marvel of technology and order, and the team is immediately debriefed. Miguel explains the concept of canon events, key moments in each Spider-Person's timeline that must occur to preserve the integrity of the universe. He reveals that these events, like the death of a police captain close to the spider person, are crucial to maintaining the multiverse's balance. Deviating from these events could lead to the collapse of the entire multiverse. Miles is struck with a horrific realization. The Spot's ultimate goal is to kill Jeff, Miles' father. Miguel, determined to prevent any disruption to the canon, locks Miles in a cell, unwilling to let him interfere with his father's fate. Despite the stringent rules of the society, Hobie, ever the rebel, helps Miles break free before quitting the society himself. As Miles flees through the complex, Miguel orders the society to capture him, but Hobie refuses to participate in the pursuit, leaving the society behind. Miguel corners Miles, revealing a devastating truth. Miles was never supposed to be Spider-Man. The spider that bit him came from Earth 42, a dimension where no Spider-Man exists. Because of this, Miles' existence is an anomaly, a ripple in the multiverse that threatens to unravel the balance of all realities. Miguel explains that if the spider had never bitten Miles, Peter Parker from Earth 1610 would have stopped the collider and Peter would have survived. In that scenario, the Spot would never have existed and the multiverse would not be in danger. Defying Miguel, Miles overpowers him and escapes through a go-home car, Poe machine, desperate to return to what he believes is his own dimension. However, the machine scans his DNA and sends him not to Earth 1610, but to Earth 42, the world of the spider that bit him. In Earth 42, everything's different. His uncle, Aaron Davis, Mahershala Ali, is alive, while his father, Jeff, is dead. The absence of Spider-Man has left the city to rot in unchecked crime, and Miles' life has taken a dark turn. Aaron restrains Miles, and the true shock hits. Miles Major from this world has become the Prowler, and he's not the hero Miles hoped to meet, but an antagonist. His very existence twisted by fate. As the Spider Society frantically searches for Miles on Earth, Gwen travels there and speaks to his parents, promising to bring him back. Meanwhile, the Spot's multiversal assault continues, and Gwen assembles a team of spider people to rescue Miles, including Peter B. Parker, Paviter, Hobie, Margot Kess, Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, and Spider-Ham. The battle to save the multiverse is only just beginning.